for this, and they're gonna have 3 over at B.
Fast or slow? I think they're gonna go. We've seen slow for both sides every time, but I from the way they're positioning, I expect this to be kind of fast from spot up. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's generally been tNt that have been playing at a higher tempo, especially on the pistol rounds here. It's spot up are honestly a lot of times looking for that pick. Wall off indicates that a lot of players are here. In fact, starts it off. Kai goes down first.
But he's trying to find a player in the octagon. Won't find it. No one there. One drone out. Now we'll send SVL pushed back a little bit inside hookah. 2 players outside and some visual, but not enough confidence in the bullets. And the fallback is good from the Reyna player, but coming up long is going to be Brimstone. 2 go down to the enemy team, and it's a 3 versus 2. Bunny on the good side, working out well from long.
Yeah, now we did have Bunny. Looks like he's going to reconnect with Cryocells here, as the rotate did come out from spot up. They took the teleporter, now they're on the A site. And this is why you always leave a person on the A site.
Open-ended. Oh, the shots coming on through. Nice stuff from Cryo. Again, the lurker. Again, finding the kill on the back end. Looking for the defuse. We'll get halfway. Shot up a little bit. No HP. Bunny leading the fight. Taking it. 3 kills. And we'll start game 3 off on spot up side.
It's an odd play, I would say, because Cryocells did his normal play where he started pushing up A through bathroom that time around. If he had made this move through short A, he might have actually caught them on the flank. Ultimately, though, Kenny K going through that port over to hookah was the big indicator for spot up to go ahead and just change things up. So they, took the port themselves, went all the way over to the A site, were able to get that plant. I feel like Kenny K could have also played that just a little bit differently, but the fact that tNt ended up losing a lot of duels that they honestly shouldn't have when they started off with the opening crack.
Oh, it's magic! I thought that was going to go poorly. tNt walked up long and got information of 1 player standing here. I thought they were going to charge and get triple peek. Instead, tNt somehow aren't surprised by the numbers and are able to turn that into an 0 for 2. So spot up again, find themselves getting flanked. It was 5 on 3. Now it's 4 on 3, thanks to Cryocells and his ability to hold shift.
He's got an opportunity to at least recover a gun here, but he took a lot of damage for that. Now they're onto the side. It is spot up. They'll be able to get the plants, but the post position angles are still actually pretty good. 1 back in B hall, 1 over coming through. And never mind, Kenny K goes down.
That's going to be a tough one here. Cryocells, the only one alive, does have a real weapon. Well, it's an SMG, but he's ready to go. Can't see anyone on the backside. Players hiding. Can't see anybody in labs. Players hiding. Walks into it. Figment takes it. 2-0, spot up.
Some decent damage was done, though. So coming into this one, it's going to be 3 SMGs along with maybe a double rifle buy or spot up. Or does Tem just go for the save? He does have the heavy armor.
Right here.
Decent weaponry from tNt. They're ready to go. This is the round that they've got to fight back into it. Kenny K up high. Spot up, going to go all the way towards the B site. Spike dropped. So they're going to be looking for the kills as they walk up here. All right, Spike in hand. It's a full-on B commit. Long going to be pushed up. And Core shooting through the smoke, not finding anyone, thankfully. But walks on through, waits for the smoke to dissipate, gets the kill there. Wall goes up, goes high, but is punished for showing his face. Bunny with the kill there with the trade.
Prepare for hellfire.
Oh, and here comes the orbital strike. It actually catches out Tank. taking him out, and now spot up or just right onto the point. And those A players, again, making this rotate and having to come back in a very difficult retake situation.
It's going to be tough here, but Cryocell's able to pick off Bunny through the wall. Kenny K and Cryo here up in hookah, trying to push on through. Kenny K tosses out an explosive, won't kill anybody. A player just a little bit outside the radius. Meanwhile, from the back, Tucker, who had, I think, a total of 1 kill last game, shows up with the big flank.
Yeah, at this point, they just need to swap positions. Cryocells needs to be over at B. Spot Up were able to basically already tell from the beginning of this half that they're playing crypto over at the A site. Right. So that makes a hookah push super easy. That makes an octagon push super easy for Spot Up. The next rifle round, if they don't move Cryo over to the B site, it's kind of GG.
Gotta agree there. Right now, I don't know. Spot Up, just keep pushing up B. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
They're going to try and slow it down with the Sage slow, but that's not the tool. As you can see, Tucker just pushes up with impunity, and they've already got 2 picks. And again, the A player is just kind of left with that retake in a 2v5.
Love the accuracy there from Tem. Nice snap to put him down. Tucker going to join in on the fun as well. 1 player remains standing. Spike planted, and Spot Up. Looking so what happened, man?
It's the same story, not having your Cypher on B. Now, of course, this was an eco round for tNt.
I mean more big picture. Spot Up couldn't buy a ticket to last game. And here they are up 4-0.
tNt just not making the adjustments. There we go. There's the adjustment that I'm talking about.
Okay.
tNt are going to go ahead and send Cryo over to the B site. Now this is where Spot Up needs to make the read. Do they continue to push over to the B site themselves? I think this is where they should know that, they're probably going to see an adjustment. Never mind. So they just send him over for 1 tripwire. I don't like this. I think you play standard bind here, where Sage is over at the A site and Cypher plays over on B site.
I mean, I guess you need to use. He's not really using the camera at all. It's just these half smokes and the other nonsense.
Down.
Man.
Open up the sky.
All right, Buddy's gonna drop down some smokes themselves. What's up?
That was overkill. In fact, the tank got caught out in the orbital strike, and then he got finished off by the pain shells. Every ordnance just landed on top of him.
Just ow. Spike gonna go down here. Spot Up not gonna go down just yet. Yeah, this is a bonanza.
And I love this too. For Spot Up, the simple fact that they use their ultimates here to take a risk-free push onto the B site, right? They understand that it is going to be a full buy round for tNt, and as such, they let their abilities fight for them without having to take any risks, and they came up the victors in that one. They're getting that initial pick onto the Brimstone, onto 1 player on the B side, and then answering with 1 more onto SVL. That was huge for Spot Up. And so now, even though tNt saved 3 guns into the next round, Spot Up are doing big economic damage to tNt.
Yeah, fantastic play so far. 10-1 for Bunny after 5. Averaging 2 kills a round. And Tucker, who is bottom frag, 5-2 here, featuring 3 assists. Round 6 gonna start here. Middle seems to be the play. B is the intended target for Spot Up. Make no bones about it. 2 players on defense over at A. Only 3 playing B. Tempo is medium fast, I'd say.
I don't even know what that tripwire does for them on the B site. I'm really confused. Now, they are going to go ahead and early rotate Cryocell's over, so they have 4 people over here on the B site. Now, looks like the execute should come out any second now.
Ooh, Recon Bolt going to find the player behind. And then all of a sudden, good Reyna. Trouble coming from Hookah, trouble coming from Long as well. The walk back. Okay. 40 seconds on the clock. If Spot Up want to go A, they've got to run. And there are people waiting for them.
Yeah, the margin for error on this execute, fairly low. Fairly low with 25 seconds left.
Yeah, this is an 8 Mile moment. They got one shot, one opportunity.
They hear the drone, and you see the instant reaction coming out from tNt because they know how much time is left here. And so all 3 going to go over for this.
Shots are out, but nobody's dead just yet. Ray's over the top, misses her ultimate. Instead, gets taken down by Figment for the right-hand side. 4 players still standing on both teams. Spikes down. And now the retake attempt here. Aggressively defending the spike is Cryocells in the squad. SVL and Core both get 1. Infect joins the party as well. And it's just a lonely Sage player stuck in showers. Infect grabs it down, and the spike is defused. Defenders take the first game of the round. Excuse me, first round of the game. 1-5.
Spot Up, though, with 5 rounds in a row and minimal losses along the way, are going to have good buys for the next few. So, while tNt can't be happy with that round, again, they have to do more if they want to try and slow down Spot Up here.
Right here.
See what kind of adjustments they make. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Cryocells on the rifle round, playing over at the B site. They moved over the Reyna over to A side. And they're going to play more aggressive there at A mid because it's been continually this B push coming out from Spot Up.
Every time. It's worked 5 out of 6 times. So why not? Right? Truly. 1 player still over at A. 1 player on the rotate point. Struggling to find their way into B is Spot Up. 60 seconds or just about over. And Spot Up are struggling to find their way onto the actual site.
Yeah, they're indicating that they might just possibly back off here as they're bringing that bomb back through Banana, but they might even honestly just go for a teleport play.
Teleport play is where I would opt for. It's just real late, 30 seconds, and everybody's going to hit go. 10 falls down, 2 kills on the opposite side. And Kai and Figment are able to answer back as we watch Spot Up push in from Long. Kenny K takes down 10, who is right side of the site, inside the box. Attackers go ahead and grab it. Half a dozen for Spot Up, and just 1 for tNt.
tNt, that was a huge opportunity for them on that defense. The fact that Kenny K was able to push all the way up, basically up to Hookah, but was stopped short because there was, I believe, a trap wire down. I feel like when it came down to that 30 seconds, just before that execute started, he should have just popped that. The lurk no longer mattered, honestly. And he just needed to kind of force the issue with Spot Up so that the execute wasn't as clean.
I feel that. Just like sometimes you got to hit it. Leave caution, throw it to the wind. Right on through. SVL like the win. Taking down Figment. Through the smoke again.
Nowhere to run.
So, I mean, it's kind of a meme. I'll wait till the end of the round. Tucker and Kai are able to pick 2 off, but they changed the smoke just a little bit. But nothing to do with shooting through it.
Individually, though, tNt are playing this round so much better than every single round beforehand, even the round that they won. I say that just because they're playing a little bit more confident. They were giving too much respect over on the B site. So challenging over here at Banana was a very important thing, not just for being able to, of course, win some of those duels and bring it down to a 3v3, but for the simple fact that now Spot Up have to question that a little bit going into the next B push. But here we go. They've got Hookah for free, and they're just going to go ahead and push in.
Orbital strike, locking off Octagon. Spot Up are on the site in full, spike down. 3 players in Spot Up jerseys defending against 3 players representing tNt. Information given as Kenny and teammate are up in Hookah. Kenny's going to push up, and the back player saw it. Buddy and Tucker combined. That's that. 7 for Spot Up. 8 in. And Spot Up look fantastic.
I said that Spot Up needed to recognize a way to try and shut down cryocells and how to deal with them. And I guess the best way to deal with him is just to not push towards him at all. Yeah. Completely avoid him. And so even though he's still the top frag for tNt, he's had no impact across this map so far. They've only got the 1 round. It's 7-1 for Spot Up, and nothing's really changing here. A 5-man stack onto the B site. There we go. That's the change up.
Can I be honest? I love it. Okay. Like, I don't hate this call. I think this is the objective right play from tNt. If I'm coach, I'm clap hands. I'm here for this.
This is going to be such a fast court play as soon as they spot this out.
So how do you gather that 5 players are stacked here? What information can you glean?
Right now, I'm looking at the Brimstone for Spot Up. He didn't push up further than I thought he would over at A short. And he's still kind of wary about the flank of cryocells. So I guess that's the respect of cryocells that you have to give. And for that simple reason. So instead, they're just going to walk this back and just walk onto A site.
Well, they've read the 5-man commit. Not completely. Tucker's still taking it slow. But this is a wonderful play from Spot Up.
Yeah, so just a regular default play there as they go ahead and throw it on the wall, get the plants. Good read, Spot Up. You know, they even though they've been winning these rounds, they're still giving the enemy team and the opposing players respect.
Yeah, which you have to do. I mean, that's how you find yourself up 7-1 and quickly down 7-8, right? You stop doing that. You push through bathrooms real quick. You don't buy all your utility. You just gotta hit the gas. Tucker's gonna hit the opponent. All of a sudden, 3-on-1, and just like that, 8-1.
Yeah, this is just almost the ultimate clapback from Spot Up. after Ascent, they definitely had some words ready for tNt here. Now, take a look: 14-8 and 14-3-2, 8-5-3, 7-4-2. Bunny has been just stand out on their B pushes here. Now the 5-stack over at B, I'm not down with. I think honestly, just playing a little bit more forward on Hookah would be better for them. You know, go for the Bucky plays, something. You know, hold those angles with it.
See, I'm really down for the 5 push, but I want to make use of it. I want 5 people there, and I want 1 player egregiously aggressive.
There we go.
This way you can make use of it.
You got your wish by core.
Yeah, that's it. tNt pushes up, and all of a sudden, look how different the round looks. Because if you're gonna use the man, use the advantage. You know.
Like I said, there was too much respect over at the B site from tNt beforehand, and they do change it up. What was one of the more successful rounds when they pushed up B long and when they pushed up Banana, right? And they challenged there. They were able to trade away frags. Beforehand, they were just giving away frags for free because they were trying to hold angles, and they ended up losing duels. Now they forced the issue going for these. Now it looks like they will rotate 3 over, or they will put 3 on A.
Yeah.
Because they have been able to at least earn a little bit of respect over there at B.
Agreed. And so, let me be clear. 5-stack B, not the answer all the time. Spot Up went there 7 rounds in a row. Yeah, I'm going to put 5 dudes there and push up egregiously. Now, Spot Up has to, now the floor has to be spread, right? Like that's, I like how these teams have adjusted. My question, or rather my statement is, I think tNt took a little too long to adjust. It was a great kind of pit stop, but I think Spot Up now are equipped and are just ready to go one more time.
Yeah, and this is the default to execute coming out from Spot Up. They're doing the exact same thing. We saw this a few rounds ago, but this time around, tNt have positioned better for it. They've learned their lesson for it. They're not going to die to an orbital strike early on, but it's still a free plant for Spot Up. This time around, though, tNt have a 5v5 retake. The orbital strike.
Cryo Cells, Kenny, Spike Carrier down. tNt trying to play this big. SVL again through the smoke. Gathers the information. Player run through. Can they get him? No. What?
Well, they're just hitting their shots. They're just hitting their shots. They're going to be able to get that spike plant down now.
I got so confused. The player walked through the smoke and then we switched to Brimstone. And I was like, what? Like he walked in the teleporter and then we were on the site. I was so confused. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry about that. But Brimstone here, not sorry about anything. 16, 5, and 2. And there has been a difference here for Bunny and Spot Up. Do you know what the difference was?
Yeah.
Bunny got his pizza.
Oh.
Bunny ordered a pizza before game 2, and it wasn't there. It's arrived here in game 3, and so is Bunny.
I'm starving. Damn it.
Well, you know what? This is going to be over in an hour. I'll bring you to sushi.
Are we going to go climbing as well?
You guys really got to catch our college days. They are a lot of fun. A little bit more loose. We're having fun here tonight, of course, but even a little bit more loose there. And yesterday we had a gas of a game. Another one here, though. Spot Up and tNt putting on a show. And Spot Up putting on a clinic. I love this road.
Wow.
Okay. You got to check that angle. I mean, Infect gets a little lucky there, but what I was going to say is Spot Up. I love the phrasing you used of just standard, right? Their executes are taken out of the textbook. Nice headshot there from Tucker. 4 on 2.
Bomb is down, though, over here. And so this round's pretty much over. Unless Bunny, gotta bring this back down. It's a 2v3 now, and they're mollied off. The issue with this is, even if they recover it, they have to commit to a B site. So yeah. I'm wondering why, the Brimstone's still over at A. Oh, well, he might have had, been forced to use a teleporter. So yeah, okay, actually that's what happened.
Oh, well, Tucker comes through, gets the spike. 9 seconds remaining to plant. I think you need 4 to plant, but you're right in the crosshairs. See you later. And that's the second round for tNt.
Fourth round
for tNt.
They were able to answer back. So finally found an answer for what Spot Up were doing. But the fact that Spot Up were able to, do what they did at B site over and over again, it's a little bit worrisome. But now, we are swapping sides. So they don't have to deal with that again. It's tNt's opportunity to, of course, have the initiative to force the issue here. Let's take a look at how Spot Up set up their defense, though. They're going to have their Cypher over at the A site, but he's backed up by the Brim. We got Raze and Sage. I think Raze and Sage definitely can work out well over on the B site, and so I like the setup from them.
I was giggling a little bit because switching sides to offense is not usually a good thing.
But if making the defense stop is definitely a good thing.
Spot up though in a great position here. I mean, they just need a cut. They need 4 rounds, and you'd rather play defense than offense on this map, particularly. Tim, one of the fancier pistols in the game. Long B is going to be the push here. There's a bunch of nonsense being shoved out onto the site. 2 players back labs. One's going to push up. Whole lot of damage being pushed out. Tucker with the shot, but in the trade out, Cryocel's feeling good as well. So 3 players left up for spot up. Spike in the hands of tNt. Spike planted. Cryocel's trying to get one on the back end. Trade out so far. Lonely Sova player versus 3. Tem. Where? Where do you get shot from?
An opportunity. It was just right on site. I think he was holding to his right. Yeah. So already both teams now favoring the B site. We'll see if tNt continue with that.
Just a straight up gentleman's agreement. Nobody go to A.
Yeah, that's one of the big issues with Bind is just that how hard you have to commit and anchor onto a site. A site is like I said, you can't leave it. You have to always leave one person there.
Yeah.
There.
Now, tNt though want to make an approach for a site. Okay.
No more charges left.
Trepidatious push over here by Showers. I think this map could use some Viper love. This is always where Viper, I think, was already strongest on this map. And with Fragile being added, you know, the close quarter combat with the SMGs that you pointed out, I think it becomes very, very interesting when you're trying to push on this side, particularly through Showers and such.
Yeah. Is it 100% called Fragile, the debuff?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I think that's interesting, right? Because you've already got this character who's got this like dominatrix feel, and so she kind of just like instills like male fragility. And there's a message here. There's a message here.
Fragile.
Oh, Kenny K.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! They've stuck me, Scoobs.
Oh man.
Oh, shout outs to Walshy. There's a Halo moment right there. Oh man. You know, Valorant is a game that the Halo kids only play Halo. Every now and then they get you know, enticed by COD, but other games people will bleed over. Halo kids only play Halo, but Valorant, one of the first shooters to kind of lure the Halo kids out of their corner. I was very excited to see some of my my Halo friends, like competitive players, you know, Flamesword, etc., actually sniffing around the Valorant scene. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, surprising because was there any talk about support, controller support? They just said no aim assist, right?
Yeah, no aim assist, and I heard there was going to be controller support. I mean, there's not a lot of buttons, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they committed to no aim assist. Spot up needs assistance here. Just kidding. They were able to get 4 in a row and only lose 1. Here comes the last. You just see this one little dot run up Showers like, what about me, guys? And just gets taken down far too late. Spot up are looking down at 6 from 9.
Yeah, that
Not
was
nice.
Oh, I'm so glad that now the HUD is working properly because on a scoreboard it didn't show us, you know, which rounds were won.
Right.
Beforehand, right here, we finally have it. So thank you.
Oh, the in between the defensive attack.
Yeah. So thank you, Riot, for finally getting that working for us. It's honestly such a big thing. I really appreciate it.
It is. I didn't notice it before, and now that's all I'm looking at. I'm very excited. Again, that sounds incredibly sarcastic. It's not. I swear to God. I love UI changes.
Yeah, no, anything to make our jobs easier.
Yo, please and thank you.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where they want to go here, do they?
Interesting play, yeah. Or tNt. They haven't committed onto the B site. They were trying to glean some information over at A. It is just the Cypher by himself on A currently.
Here.
Shots up at hookah. tNt have 40 seconds now on the clock. And so they've got to commit to this B site. A site out of their hands. 5 on 4, as you said. Cypher remaining on the other side. Trade out, but 2 for 2. And so it's a 2 on 2. tNt losing the gunfight. Only one remains. And Kai's going to get dinked out just a little bit. The Brimstone doesn't have a heal like Kai does. So tNt, one player up with Spike in hand, 12 seconds to plant, has to go now, but there are 2 players left. They're both standing in these back labs. Spike makes it down. Good money, good shot. 1 player left. Tank with the good peek. And that's a good round. 7-9, tNt coming back in it. Tactical crouch for the extras.
Really brought back here by tNt. Now they're within 2. So here, I like that. I liked what they did. They, went for the same execute that Spot Up were doing time and again. Off the back of especially the Brimstone ultimate, the orbital strike, clear out a large area of B. And so on that execute, it creates a lot less angles for you to have to check. And so they were able to really utilize that there. But it honestly came down to aim, individual aim and heroics here. Lucky play. Misses the first shot. Oh.
Rough stuff. Kenny and SVL, though, pop open the door. tNt. We're going to turn this into their 8th victory. Kenny's going to go up top. Going to find one. Bad shots, but it does the job. Tucker eats it. SVL waiting for the flanker. And Cryocell's waiting as well. Look at this far out lockdown. Playing so far away from the site here, Jamerson, and it pays off.
That is a massive, massive win for tNt. Simple fact that it was a flawless win there. And so now, should be at max loss round bonus for Spot Up after this. But they're investing heavily. This is where tNt can really start build momentum now that the bank of Spot Up is broken. We do have the operator, one of the first operators, right? On this map for Spot Up. Oh no. We saw it on their we saw it on the off defense, I believe, from tNt.
And the B side. So I wanted to jump in here before we got to action. Because normally I love Force Buys. I am almost always on the side of Force Buys. But tNt have won how many rounds in a row? Each player can buy, if tNt gets 5-man wiped, their team rebuys again. So Spot Up going for the Force Buy, I feel like it's a little bit too late. I would have liked to see them maybe even SMGs or Bulldoggies and try and half. Because if they lose this one, it's all uphill from here. But Spot Up have the confidence. 3-on-1. This is a good spot for them to be in at the moment.
Here we go. Nice round for Spot Up here, really slowing down the momentum finally up tNt, who looked like they were getting into the groove of things.
Well, see, that's what I was saying. They're going to rebuy again. tNt, they're not really slowed down.
But the simple fact that Spot Up weren't slowed. And so now they have another opportunity. Like I said, tNt needed to win that round. They absolutely needed to win that round. But they did a decent amount of damage as well. So again, getting the resets, very important here. A lot of ultimates online from both sides. And this is where I want to see them. I feel like both teams have kind of been a little bit stingy with their ultimate usages.
Ooh, the slight sight. Tem's able to grab that one, falls back, sends the recon drone, gets killed, has info. Taking a different look this time around. Oh, gets him again with the slight one. And the third! Tem out of control here, my friend. Information can't be had. Knows there's at least one. Gets the fourth. Lined up for the fifth, but taken down before they could scope. Tem has been fun to watch. Trying to stop this comeback. That wasn't the right call.
It was an attempt.
There was an attempt. I mean, you can't do that, buddy. The jump up, I don't. 8-11.
It's that Rays mentality.
It really is.
That goes there.
So I wanted to bring this up because I know your love affair with the Bucky. So the Bucky got changed a little bit. Movement inaccuracy has been changed.
Yeah, apparently there was an oversight that if you were running with the Bucky, you had like near like perfect accuracy with the right click. With the right click, that is. They've since fixed that, but I never really used it in that situation, so it's kind of weird.
Okay.
We do have a pause. So
a brief pause for sure. The reason I bring that up is because that's in my matchmaking pugs. So that's where I hear get the Bucky and running him up mid. So. That's realistically what you want to do is you want to look for angles like in hookah where you're awful close and just kind of chill out there with the Bucky, and that's what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they're coming for Rays, that's for sure.
Looks like it's going to be a full 5-man push onto the A site.
Ooh, Bunny has eyes. Look at the discipline. I don't know if that's the right call, but I like it. I like to see him kind of hold that. Of course, he's going to hold that L real quick. Nice job there from Spot Up's Rays. Jumping on through into Tem's Sova. I like the tempo.
That's so unfortunate that she wasn't able to get the showstopper off there because she would have traded at the very least, right?
Oh, yeah.
You will not kill my ally.
There's
But
the
she
res.
had nowhere to run.
Prepare for hellfire.
Thank you. Reyna's gonna walk on site, but here comes Bunny. That's a big boy res. 2 kills for the Bunster, and then able to get the defuse despite the fact that SVL was up. And Spot Up on tournament point. Should they win this one, they go on to fight next week's. That's Big Frame, or last week's winner. That's Big Frames. And they've been impressive to watch, so.
Yeah, Big Frames have been waiting around quite some time, by the way. We started at 4 o'clock. It's almost 6:30 here, but Spot Up looking to close this out.
You said 4 o'clock. I look at my clock. It's 9:30 because I'm on the better coast, the East Coast.
No, I'm definitely Pacific centrist over here. Tem getting blended out, has to back away from that one.
Uh-oh.
Take flight.
For the record, you do exude California energy.
I've been told that.
I don't know if that's where you are or are from, but you exude California energy for sure.
Is it my excessive use of hella and bruh?
In part, Spot Up trying to defend against tNt's B push one more time. Tucker's trying to make that a good look. One goes down on the side of the 3-letter team. Res into a death, into a death, into a death, into a death, but Spot Up do lose one. It's all up, well, to nobody. We're going on to game 2. Spot Up take it in 3 long games. Shoutouts to tNt, but there's no dynamite here. That's that.
Yeah, Spot Up just absolutely ran away with it there. That was kind of rough to watch. That was honestly, it started off as a very one-sided bind play, and then as we swapped sides, some better offensive rounds, definitely. But ultimately, spot up. tNt just struggled so much on the defense there, and I don't understand how spot up were able to get away with the continual B pushes time and again.
This was just a big change. I think maybe there's something to be said about tNt's game 2 was easy, man. Is there a rubber band effect with how easy game 2 was for tNt?
I don't think so. I think it was just lack of adaptation. Honestly, it felt weird. Like I said, having cryocells over at B, Cypher over on B. Over on A. Yeah, it's not weird. But when you have this continual push onto B site, you need to do something different. You need to have better trap wires set down for the B. Like I said, if you're having trouble slowing down that push, you have a Cypher, you have a Sage. You could have just played Cypher Sage on B, and that would have done it, I think. Or play very aggressively, which we definitely saw them do later on, but play a bit more aggressively and up on Hookah instead of having way too much respect over there.
Certainly, it could be the breakdown. I think you nailed it. I think it really is kind of an understanding of the defensive kind of positioning here. Or it could have just been Bunny's Pizza.
The Bunny was on 24, 14, and 3 before all is said and done there. And honestly, his Brimstone play was great. His placements on his